So put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb.
Bob.
Babe, doo doo doo.
I got you, Bob.
Doo doo doo.
I got you,
Rand.
Bob. Rise and shine, campers. Don't forget your booties because it's cold out there today.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
And we don't know the rest of the line.
No, we finally got the first two.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, we were impersonating those very two, in case you haven't noticed, we've been impersonating the two very enthusiastic radio announcers at the beginning of this movie.
Yep.
Who are played prominently a couple of times.
And as you notice, week by week, we've been getting a little bit further and further down the speech.
We're going to memorize that speech eventually, but now we got the first two lines, unless we forget them again.
And now for the most important part of the show. Hey, everybody, I'm Randy.
Hi, I'm Bobby.
And
he's the top.
We
had a debate over who was going to do that first line. And he picked it. And
I'm the one that gets the yell at the beginning of the episode every time. Mm-hmm. And you are listening to yet another episode. This is our 6th viewing of Groundhog Day, and this is our 6th episode of
Groundcast Day.
Groundcast Day.
Yeah, remember the name.
I don't remember where I am right now.
This time we did mix it up. We did a double feature, and we watched a musical first, and then we watched this movie.
Do you want to say the title of the musical, or do you just want to gloss it over and go on?
We can say it. It's a guy who didn't like musicals. I'm a
Star Kid fan. It was pretty good.
It helps to break up the monotony sometimes. But
yeah, but it also meant that I was stuck with Bobby for the last 4 hours.
Yeah, three and a half hours.
3.5 hours.
We were here this time for. And yesterday I sat around for 4.5 hours doing absolutely nothing, and my back hurt on a very hard bench. So I felt appreciative that I was watching something. So, and now I came back with a new energy. I'm like, you know what? I did nothing, and now I did something for an hour and a half. This is nothing. I can do this.
You mean like unlike last week where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Maybe I didn't eat enough. I don't know.
This week, so sanity check, Bobby. How do you feel at this point?
I made my sanity roll this week.
So you hit your saving roll, your sanity?
We did Mandela effect a couple of times.
Not as much this time. Things aren't not so many things changed this time. It's still the same movie.
Wait, did you write down? He had a notebook this time.
Yeah, I didn't end up writing a lot because there's not a lot of stuff that I was that popped out at me.
What was the Mandela effect thing?
I couldn't remember what it was last time that we had seen because there was something that had changed and we both forgot what it was by the end of it. So I guess
we've abandoned Nancy Watch now. We're pretty sure that's not her.
Yeah, I think it might be. It's like I'm gonna do one last check for it.
One last scan around. Do another loop.
No, we're gonna pause on it when we get there next week, and we're gonna go walk up to the screen and we're gonna look at it close
and analyze her frickin' clothing.
Yep, and analyze her clothing.
Because I swear to God, it's not her.
So yeah, so what's your thoughts on the movie this week, Bobby? I'm still enjoying it. I'm getting a little drowsy. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit drowsy now with it.
Yeah. Should we mention the fact that we just watched the trailer too?
Oh, we watched the trailer.
We just watched the trailer, and like Ned Ryerson is featured so prominently in that trailer.
And Mrs. Lancaster
makes you think like they're very prominent characters in this movie, but they're not. Like,
but I can understand it having seen the movie 6 times at this point.
Like Ned's a strong character. Put him in.
No,
there.
No, not character-wise. It's like what are the characters that repeat every day, doing the same thing every day? It's these two characters, so you're gonna see them a lot to indicate, oh, he's living the day over again. And again.
My Mandela effect was I didn't even know Bill Murray kissed Mrs. Lancaster. Somehow my mind completely blanked that part out.
Yeah, no, that's more like you blanked it out. It's like you didn't do a moment of.
I must have been daydreaming every time that
maybe,
happened.
Yeah, but it happens.
I swear to God, I don't remember him kissing an old lady.
Okay, that part happens right after he wakes up and gets out of jail for the first time. And he's
is a cop here?
Yeah. And then before he leaves, he gives her a kiss because he's like so happy, and he leaves.
And she's like, "Oh."
Yeah. And also, Bobby seems to be in agreement with me. There's this person I think works at a woman that works at the bed and breakfast.
We've always been on the same page on Pink Lady.
Pink Lady.
I'm still like very confused by what hallway guy is up to.
Man on stairwell. You gotta
Man
look
on
at
stairwell as he's credited in the end credits, but he's still just coming up the stairs in a suit and talking to Phil.
Yeah, it's just as being very gregarious. He's being like very outgoing and happy. He's like, "Hey man, oh, you're going to go see the groundhog?"
And today, another expression catch I caught. And the last time we see him, Phil gives him a little like poem, and he's just like, "What does he say? Something he dreams of spring."
Yeah, something dreams of spring.
And old man dreams of spring. Yeah. Ciao, and he kisses him on the cheeks and everything. And the guy's like, he looks like, wow, I'm so empowered. And
he's like, yeah, he's like so energized by.
I'm energized by your energy. Yeah,
your enthusiasm. He's like, ciao, wow.
And we also were complimenting Andie MacDowell's great facial acting.
Yeah, she's very expressive. It's it could just be that we had watched a theatrical musical prior to this, and we were thinking about the difference between stage acting and screen acting. But Andie MacDowell has a really expressive face. She knows how to use it.
She has a face and she knows how to use it. We saw
So what are the many faces of Andie MacDowell in this movie?
There's her happy smiley face.
Which is almost her default.
It's always her default because she's, as the box told us, what is she, merry or cheerful?
I don't know. I don't remember the box because
it's something like cheerful.
Since we put this in 6 weeks ago, I haven't taken.
You said something like she's sickeningly sweet or something like that.
Charmingly sweet is probably what they.
But whatever. No, they call her something like cheerful, and then so that's her default, her happy face. Then there's her angry face.
Oh yeah, and that face is so angry and full of hate.
It's like the pursed lips, the eyebrows, like the angry eyebrows.
Like where would you see that? Like the time he shows up late and
the time when he's yelling at them, like, oh, what are you looking at, princess? What are you
after when he's like long dark
when
time.
He's like hating doing the news report, and she's like looks at him with the glare
after he can't get her in the sack
shaking her head no in disgust at him. Yeah, that was her angry face. One example at least of the many. And then there's her scaredy face.
Yeah, that doesn't pop up often, but
when he's trying to forcibly kiss her in the snow.
That one is always a consistent chuckle.
Eyes wide open. And like smiles still on the face, but the eyes are now wide and in fear.
And kind of darting, and it's like almost like a nervous chuckle going on there. Like that has consistently got a chuckle out of us every time it happens.
What did I laugh at today? I busted out laughing at one point.
I don't remember because I kept busting out laughing at certain things.
It was Phil's face, his face, when he's just like got that look of utter defeat.
Yeah.
After he first, right before he does the, what are you looking at? What are you looking at, Larry? What are you looking at, Princess? Like the one right before that though, he's like when he first just fails with Rita multiple times.
Yeah, after all these multiple failures, it's like the final day when he's given up. He wakes up that day and walks up and he just has this face of defeat.
Yeah, he goes up to them at the Groundhog Festival and he's just like, he looks like he's dying. And he's like,
yeah, for a man,
like his face is like melting.
He should look exactly the same as he does every day, but when he comes out, it's like he has a 5
because it's only been
shadow.
Because every day he wakes up at 6 and he gets there by 7:20.
His eyes are all black and deep.
Somehow, yeah.
Usually
he's not physically affected by
when he has a sickly pallor
when the timeline resets, but this time he looks sick. Yeah. And that, for some reason, made me laugh hysterically.
Would it be a soul sickness at this
his
point,
misfortune?
Maybe? Yeah.
I think, yeah, it was just his. I think he was just glowering, like his face was just like he was just putting on, that I have utter defeat. Maybe he didn't shower, It was just like I have utter defeat and don't care.
He obviously didn't shave. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was it. He just didn't groom himself properly. Clearly depressed, heavily depressed. Yeah. I want to get back to Rita's face though, because there was one more expression she had. There was happy, angry, scared, and what was the other one? There's another one I saw that was very good. Oh, that was like that curious kind of like.
Oh yeah.
Like when she puts her look, like something like that, like she's interested, curious face.
Yeah, where it's like it's almost like she's half smiling while she's doing it too. Yeah, it's a really weird expression. We're doing a great job, Bobby, on a audio medium to try to describe something.
Go and watch this movie and look at Rita's expressions, then you'll see what we're talking about.
Unlike other podcasts that do this thing, I would highly recommend that you watch this movie at least once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should,
I don't know. I don't know about watching it 6 times in 6 weeks, but
most people have probably seen it at least once, unless they're really young.
Yeah, unless they're really young, and if you're listening to this podcast, what are you doing?
Yeah, because we have a really poor audience cross section between people who like Groundhog Day and people who listen to podcasts.
Which is it's a very meta move. It's like as it's been pointed out to us that choosing this podcast is highly meta.
On Reddit.com, where I advertise it on the worst idea of all time subreddit, and we got like 6 upvotes and like 2 comments. I was like, yay!
Yeah,
but they're like, this is so meta.
I'm like really loopy right now.
And I did the math of it. Right, it was like 38 days we see, and then I multiplied that by 52, and I came up with a number that was like over 1,000 times we see him relive that day.
Let me take a quick look at my notes. I'm trying to see what bit we were going to come up with.
We did rewind the thing once today.
Yeah, we rewinded it once just because
Randy had a Mandela effect about the countdown.
No, it was just a mishearing. Just not a Mandela effect. It's like, oh no, not a misremembering. It's more like, oh wait, no, I misheard. But
when Bill Murray's going, Phil is going to steal the money from the armored car, and he goes, 10, 9, 8, car, 6, 5, quarters, 3, 2, and then he takes it. And you thought he miscounted it.
So what I did, I heard him say is 10, 9, 8, 7 car, like said 7 and car at the same time, and then
maybe your brain was just filling in the 7.
6, yeah, 6, 5, 4, 5 quarters, 3, 2, 1.
Like how my brain just edited out him kissing the woman. You edited in the number 7. Like, you know, my brain is like, I know what I should be seeing, so I'm just gonna put that there.
Yeah, which is what a human brain actually does. But I was jokingly said, oh, we have a segment, and now I can't remember what the segment is now, because I'm really tired after watching this. Like, after this watch this week, it's like, whoa, I'm a little bit out of it.
We're talking about again how we think it's so distorted that there's no party in the previous days, and then this day there was a party.
Like I said, in this case, I think
the hotel.
I think there's I'll agree with you there. It's like
there's more people.
There's a lot more people there than usual, but I think that's a mixture of us coming into the scene at a different time of day,
and Buster not being dead,
and Buster not being dead or in a coma or hospitalized from choking on food,
on steak.
Yeah. Because he seems is he the mayor, or is he just the grand poobah of the?
Oh, now you're making Buster into the mayor.
Yeah, that's like because he's a very important role in the town, so that's why I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Maybe he's just the head of the Groundhog Club. I don't know.
The Groundhog Club.
Who actually signed on to this movie? It was filmed in Illinois, but they actually got the Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania Groundhog Club to sign on to it.
I remember what the segment I was coming up with is like.
If only we'd written it down.
I thought one of us would remember.
Today we did figure out that the 2 chase scene songs are not the same.
Yeah,
the first one is a remix of the opening song, the "I'm Your Weatherman."
Yeah, it's similar.
But it's like a remix where it's just like.
No, that's too fast. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like then it goes just into this long electric guitar riff like.
Yeah, some epic noodling is what they focus on.
And then the second chase scene is like that xylophone ding 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 and something like that, eh?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but I know it's like a fast xylophone song. It's the second chase song.
But not hillbilly-ish. The second chase song is just kind of an epic.
I didn't do a good job of mimicking a xylophone, but I will assure you, it's like it's like that music you always hear in movies. Like it sounds like upbeat. Like
and unfortunately, listeners. I'm not gonna edit in the music because
we don't have that kind of technology.
No, actually, we do have.
We're
that.
2 guys with a blue mic.
Yes, but no, actually, I could edit it in because I have done it before.
Oh, we used to have the actual song in the beginning. We forgot.
Yeah, as well as other stuff we had done on the Dungeons and Back Again and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What was I gonna say? I know I had another. It's just the problem when I don't write things down. I had something else to say this week too. Oh yeah, wasn't there somebody's character who I got totally wrong and you like corrected me on it? Something like that. There was like another revelation that was like, oh, that character is that.
Okay, so yeah, at the end of the movie, when Phil is going around like at the party, there's Felix, and his wife comes on stage for saving Felix back, and you didn't realize that Felix was
the guard from the armored car.
The guard from the armored car.
Which to me really, I don't know if that's a proper term, begs the question, but how a old man with a bad back would be an effective armored car guard.
And yeah, where was their shotgun? Every time I see guard of security, they always have a shotgun.
I think he had a pistol on his hip in that scene.
Oh, did he?
But still, I'm like, he's not. A guy could knock him down.
That's a misprint.
Please, no more visual jokes on this audio podcast. Somebody could knock him down. Somebody could take his gun away. Like, he's not a fit man.
Or you just sit there and live the same day over and over again and
use it by trickery. Yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, he didn't slaughter them and take the money. He just used trickery to get it. He did the old. Oh,
I remember the bit now. Yeah. What was Ned's typical day in the town?
Oh, Ned's day. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what Ned was doing all day because that guy's got so much energy. As the trailer let us know, he has so much energy that how does that guy survive?
The trailer shows every single appearance of him except for the last one. Yeah, except for one at the end.
But yeah, that's how they're showing the evolution of Phil.
Bobby, what do you think?
What does Ned do all day? Well, we know he sells insurance. We know he walks around with a briefcase.
So is he just walking around town accosting random people?
Is he like the scout?
Yeah. What is he doing every day?
He wakes up in the morning. We know he was there after 6.
So let's do it this way then. Let's take a step back. What was he doing in Punxsutawney? Was he there because it's Groundhog's Day and he's there to see the groundhog?
No, he's got to live there.
You think he lives there?
Because why the hell would you go to Punxsutawney to sell insurance?
Maybe it was just arbitrary. Maybe he was just arbitrarily there to do it, and he saw somebody he knew and he was signed to sell.
But how does insurance work? Like, if he was from like Pittsburgh, And he sells insurance in Punxsutawney. How the hell are they make the claim?
Apparently, we're not very good at adulting because it's like
we don't know how insurance
works.
Like, don't you have to be in the same city as your insurance agent or something? I mean, I guess you could be selling state insurance.
You could sell state insurance. It's like you.
But like, still, it's like, when they want to make a claim, he's got to come all the way down from Pittsburgh every time.
Maybe no. He would do it by mail, by phone.
It was 93. I would have to do it by phone or mail.
He would have to send in documentation, fax something in.
So Ned is just like always head on a swivel, always looking for somebody to sell insurance to, and he just was there.
Yeah, so he was just there. Maybe he had come down from Pittsburgh because he said he went to high school with Phil.
We know he went to high school with
and that he had dated his sister.
And he dated his sister.
Dated Phil's sister, I should make clear.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
So you think he? So do you think he lives there?
I think he lives there, man.
Do you think because does he the type of guy who would come
down and be a Groundhog watcher? At the end of the thing, he was at the party.
Was he a hogger? Was he? Did he like to watch
the hogging? Is he going hogging?
Does he like going hogging?
No, because we don't see him at the festival. Remember, after he sells Phil insurance, Phil walks to the festival and goes,
but we may not have seen Nancy at the festival either.
But we saw her once. And later she was at the cafe, but we never see Ned at the festival ever. So I think he lives there.
But then it's like, was it just that he saw Phil, knew him, and it's like fresh fish? It's like
everything is a sale. Everything is a sale. Like today, with our modern day MLMs, where people are messaging each other on Facebook, going, "Hey, hon, you wanna buy some LuLaRoe?" That's it. He was just like, "Oh, fuck, I know that guy." "Hey, man, you want to buy some insurance?"
Phil Connors. It's me, Ned. Ned Ryerson.
Ned the head. Needle nose Ned. Did the belly button trick.
I did the belly button whistling trick during.
Dated your sister. Got bad scabies or something. What the hell did he get?
Yeah, he got bad scabies.
No. It was like chicken pox, or it was like.
No, what's the one that
shingles?
Shingles, yeah, it's the one that old people get, and that's really.
It's painful. Actually just chicken pox. It's a recurrence.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it's like herpes virus, basically.
And it's really painful.
Well, I've never had it.
And he almost didn't graduate because he got shingles.
Thank God, I never got that.
Yeah, you're more likely to get it as you age up because of a lowered immune system. But yeah,
we got to talk real fast about the route from we didn't do it this time. The map from Pittsburgh to Punxsutawney, because it looks like they drive on a highway and then they have to go through a residential neighborhood that's like one street, not even a two-way street. That street looks like it only can fit one car going one direction.
So yeah, our homework for next week is we're gonna
Google Maps.
We have two things we want to
look at. Pittsburgh to Punxsutawney.
So it's like I have
Pittsburgh
it written
down.
Punxsutawney. Yeah, it's like how far is it between Pittsburgh and Punxsutawney?
Yeah, and how long was that commute they had?
And what is the most common route from there to get there? Because it looks like they have to go by a rural route to get there.
Yeah,
which would explain one of the reasons why
they
have a hard time to get back out if the blizzard is so bad. And then the next one that we had, because we're not very good at being adults, is the Groundhog Day thing a scam? Is it all just like...
Oh yeah, did they predetermine the groundhog every year? Like,
yeah.
They already know if he's going to see a shadow? Like, are they writing it like, maybe we should have him see a shadow this year?
It's like, for the first time in a long time, it's like, I might watch the Groundhog Day ceremony on whatever, because they always have...
But that still won't give you any behind the scenes on how they're determining it.
Yeah, but more than likely not. But I'm just saying, it's like we end up having to watch this on February 2nd. I might, in the morning when I get up, watch that thing.
I also want to talk about two things real quick.
But I want to look into that. I want to see how they determine.
I have two things real quick to say. Number one, we also determined that the truck... We were trying to figure out whether the truck jackknifed or whether it got stuck under the bridge that was causing the traffic jam. I think it jackknifed, though. I don't think it was stuck under the bridge.
Yeah, I think the road conditions were too bad and the truck got...
It swerved. It hit the side.
Yeah.
And it was blocking everything. But that wouldn't really take up the whole road now, would it? It was like taking up one or two lanes, but you could still kind of go around.
But yeah, but you also could see that that it was getting worse, and they're saying no, he's got to turn around.
And speaking of snow, today we've completely destroyed our theory from last week that the snow only appears for the first time when Rita and Phil kiss at the end on the last day, because on their first good date, when she stays with him, that's the first date when he was safe scumming.
Yeah, when he makes it all the way through.
On the safe scumming date, when he makes it to the hotel at night, they are dancing out in that gazebo thing, and there is snow. So it did snow before at that night.
And I had made a theory that I would be interested to check into it, that maybe what they had done is they had taken a scene from later on in the final date and moved it to make that date even better. Thus maybe keeping our theory alive, but... we have to go by what's on the page, like what's in front of us.
But wait a second, Randy. Then on Homeless Guy Night, it wasn't snowing.
Homeless Guy Night, it wasn't snowing.
When the homeless man dies. But then on the first day, it's blizzarding much earlier in the afternoon. What the heck's going on here? Oh, no, wait. No, there was one period of time when it snowed, and that was what caused the snow to be on the ground in the afternoon. Maybe. So this is the second snowfall at night.
Maybe. The snowfall happens when he's close to...
It's a Rita watch.
No, not Rita watch. When he's close to resolving the puzzle.
Oh, so he could have done it that first time if he didn't get all rapey.
If he didn't get like all creepy and rapey.
He could have. He was close.
He was close.
The snow is telling him like you're getting warmer, but in this case colder.
It's like you're actually about to be happy, and then...
Because that's what we figured out this time. It's like when he says, I'm happy because I'm with you. That's when...
That's what we think
That's how he gets out of it. You have to be happy.
Because I'm happy.
So the snow is letting him know it's like a happiness meter. Happiness meter is almost there. You almost hit the thing. You almost ding. You know, you test your strength.
You have to keep this up, this happiness feeling up until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then you're free.
Yep.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Man. That is some deep shit.
And with that, we leave you. And just to remind you, it's like today was January 12th. 2019,
sorry.
And
Trump is still in office.
For
who knows how long? We don't know.
Who knows how long the world will be here at this point either. But we're done for today.
We're done for the day. Double feature. Wow.
So yeah, see you again next week.
Next week, and this will be uploaded whenever I can get to it.
Yeah, because we're that consistent.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.